Ready. Good evening, Goffstown, and welcome to another exciting season, or the beginning of another season for your Goffstown Grizzlies, Lady Grizzlies. We're letting Al do the introductions. These are the non-starters. Now coming up is your Grizzly starters. I don't know how well we can hear Al, but we'll go over it.
And now, here is the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. At forward, a 5'10" senior, number 20, Jocelyn O'Mara. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 13, Reese Day. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 1, Jenna Shannon. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 3, Taylor Johnson. And at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 4, Mia Brissett. The coach of the Grizzlies is Nate Tracy, assistant coach is Scott Gray.
And now the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America, a servicemen and women serving all over the globe, and all of our veterans with the playing of our national anthem.
Den where the Lady Grizzlies are going to take care of, or hopefully take care of, but they'll be playing the South Nashua Purple Panthers in tonight's game, Grizzly action. This is going to be their first home game of the season, and I am Bob Bartolucci, and it's a pleasure doing this season again with you. I am missing my co-host, my dear friend, Mr. Rob Foreman, who decided to move away on us and go to Florida. I will have a series of co-hosts throughout the season who will be joining me on and off, sort of interviewing, if you will, an on-the-job interview for the position as co-host next to me. But anyway, we have a slate of players who will be joining me throughout the season, or ex-players, I should say. So tonight we're just about to do a tip-off, and we got Reese Still going up for us. And I am going to be slow on some of the Nashua names. So we'll see how this goes. Reese wins it. Over to Taylor. And back to Reese Still. In the Jocelyn O'Meara. Oop. And took a little step there after the ball was thrown to her. So this will be Nashua inbounding this. So Nicole DeSuze has the ball. Taylor all over her. Mia Bissett is trying to get a block in here and hit the ball. Taylor with the ball now. Into Reese. Reese Still. Top of the point. Down low to O'Meara. O'Meara sinks the first one right underneath the basket. South is coming in. Oh, almost hit away. Long shot from the outside. Brought down by Shannon. Shannon over to Taylor Johnson. Taylor with the ball. Hit a foot. And very smart play by Lexi McGuire of South Nashua, bouncing it off Shannon's foot to out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Nashua inbounding this. Grizzlies definitely putting on the press here, trying to keep them down, prevent Nashua from moving the ball. Both teams are on the younger side. Both teams are fairly athletic, not huge. This is going to be challenging for the Grizzlies all season. As far as with the big category, we're not an overly large team, so they have to make up for it with grit and speed. South Nashua shooting from the outside, just missed a three. Mia Bissett comes down with the rebound over to Jocelyn O'Meara, into Reese Still underneath. Reese checked that up, and so that'll be maintain South Nashua possession. So I guess Reese was a little too aggressive with the rebound there. I guess she gets her first foul. I thought that was really nitpicky. South Nashua takes the shot from the outside, off the rim. She's got her own rebound. Lexi McGuire in the side to Nicole DeSuze, and DeSuze gets one. Shannon inbounds this to Mia Bissett, and going to be a foul on South Nashua. So that'll be Lexi McGuire. Grizzlies get possession. So Shannon with it over to Reese Still down deep to Taylor Johnson. Taylor with it. Oh, took one extra step there. So South's got control here. They inbound it. DeSuze is the leader of this team for South Nashua for the Panthers. DeSuze tried to go over to Maggie Gallagher, but it was intercepted. Reese Still now coming down the side. Oh, she tried to feed Taylor Johnson, but was knocked out of bounds by Nashua. So Mia Bissett's going to inbound this for the Grizzlies. He's looking to send it out to Shannon. Shannon takes a long three just off the rim. Bissett gets the rebound. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Nashua. That'll be Anna Challenger. So Bissett's going to inbound this here for the Grizzlies. Bissett out to Shannon. Shannon takes the long shot. That was wide. South has it in. They're working around the perimeter. Grizzlies are doing really good at keeping the Panthers to the outside, not allowing them to really get any strong chances down low. Grizzlies possession now. Need the set to Still over to Jenna Shannon. South tried to go through, almost lost control. Put up by Challenger, and that went in. O'Meara has the ball. Jocelyn O'Meara hit away. Again, South Nashua keeping it to the perimeter. We're going to have Riley Cox making her first appearance of the game. First appearance of the varsity team. So Reese just got her second. Riley Cox went in for Taylor Johnson. With Riley, played the JV last year. She's going to be number 12 for the Grizzlies. She is very aggressive and pretty good outside shooter. And speaking of a shooter, that was a good shot by Ann Challenger for South Panthers. And they almost came crashing into the booth. Here we go, Mia Bissett. About to inbound this for the Grizzlies. And out to Riley Cox. Cox with the ball over to Reese Still. Still over to Shannon. Over to Jenna Shannon. That came up just short too. She's had a couple now from the outside that were short. Panthers have the ball. This is Nicole DeSouza keeping it to the outside. So we're going to get some changes here for Reese Still, and Mia Bissett will come off. And going in for the Grizzlies is going to be number 10, Maddie Giordano, and number 22, which is Catherine Jones. Oh, well, there's going to be some more change-ups for the Panthers. There's no way I'm keeping up with the Panther changes. Remember, it's the first game of the season for me, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, nice shot outside from Nicole. Jocelyn O'Meara comes down with that rebound. Over to Jenna Shannon. She feeds it to Catherine Jones, and ball's picked off by Nicole DeSouza. And nope, I think Jenna Shannon was a little too aggressive on her. So that's going to be her first foul. Grizzlies have to be careful not to get too much foul trouble early here. Still obviously in the first quarter, 4 fouls, team fouls so far. Of course, the concerning part about that is Reese has 2 of them. So again, Nicole DeSouza for the Panthers. She's the heart of the team. South keeping it to the outside. Grizzlies, again, doing a good job of keeping them out. DeSouza tried to go in, but she was completely blocked and stuffed by Catherine Jones. Good play by Catherine. Catherine's one of those players we were talking about that's on the Grizzlies that does give us some height. Inbound here by Nashua South. Again, they have to go out to the perimeter. Riley Cox on DeSouza. Again, Panthers to the outside. DeSouza takes a shot, and she sunk a 3, and that was a nice shot by DeSouza. Jenna Shannon got the ball to Riley Cox, back to Shannon. Down low to Jocelyn O'Meara, but South played that a little too aggressively. and got a foul on Challenger again. That's going to be her second. Oh, I guess that's her first. Al corrected me. Catherine Jones, Mayor Giordano come out. Back in is Alexa Olette. And Addie Glazer's making her appearance tonight. Oh. Jenna Shannon got a good outside shot just off the rim. I think she's starting to find her range a little bit from the outside. Addie Glazer. Aggressive Addie. Only been out there a few seconds, but got her first foul. Here we go. The Panthers are going to inbound this. Oop. Inbound it. Ball hit away. So still coming back in. So the Panthers now with the ball. Work it over center court. And it's blocked and stolen by Riley Cox. Riley puts one up. She went in for the nice layup there. That was a good play by Riley. Again, Grizzlies playing aggressive, trying to keep Nashua South out from the paint. Just as I said that, of course, they worked their way in and sunk a basket. Jenna Shannon out to Riley Cox. Cox with the ball, working her way over midcourt. Forces the pass to Jenna Shannon. Shannon looking, feeds Reese still. Reese goes in. I think she had a couple. She could have went in a few more steps before she took that shot. Stopped a little short. I think she forced that one. That's why it missed. Panthers out to the perimeter. Takes another long three. And that's Challenger hitting it. And there's going to be timeout here for the Grizzlies. So 4:15. So certainly the Grizzlies are having a little bit of trouble here trying to connect, find the range under the basket. Earlier in the quarter, they were doing a good job defensively. They were doing a good job of keeping South out of the paint. And what happened is Nashua played pretty patiently. They also hit a couple of three-pointers, forcing the Grizzlies to come out and kind of challenge those shots a little bit more, which obviously opened up some opportunities down low for them. So Nashua has done a good job capitalizing on their opportunities. Grizzlies not as much so. So I think just getting a little bit of composure here early in the season. We should be a little bit more balanced with this team. This is a team the Grizzlies should be able to play even with. Riley goes to inbound this, and Nicole DeSuze hit this out of bounds, so this will remain Grizzly possession. But it's just part of getting those little things down pat that you have to do in the beginning of the season. Talking to Coach earlier tonight, there's only been a couple of practices, so. But of course, every team has the same challenges. In the beginning of the season, around the holidays and stuff like this, practice time is at a premium. So Riley Cox with the ball, out to Jenna Shannon. Oh, Jenna just, unfortunately, her feet didn't stop with her, and a little bit of a travel, so this is going to be a turnover. So Nashua South now with the ball. South with the ball, they inbounded deep into their own end. Riley Cox. Oh. Riley came in a little bit low, a little too aggressive. Again, 5 fouls for the Grizzlies first quarter. So we want to really keep the fouls down. So that's going to put, because it's 5 fouls, that will put the Panthers on the line. So this is Lexi McGuire. And, okay, Lexi missed the first one. So she'll get another opportunity, chance to put the Panthers up by 12. Lexi takes the shot, and she got that one. So Panthers now up by 12. Riley inbounds this to Reese Still this time. Panthers are doing a good job pressing the Grizzlies. Riley, though, takes it over center court. Just lost control of it. Did go out of bounds, but maintained possession for the Grizzlies because it went off one of the Panthers. Now being inbound by Alexa Olette. Over to Reese Still. Still hits a long two. Good shot from Reese. She was fed down low by Jenna Shannon. So it was a good pass by Jenna, hitting the open man or woman, so to speak. And Reese made a good shot. Panthers have a travel here, so turnover. Taylor Johnson's coming in now for Jenna Shannon. Mia Bissett inbounding this for the Grizzlies. Out to Riley Cox. Riley's maintained control. Throws it behind her back. And it's going to be another foul on the Grizzlies, I think. Yep. That'll be Alexa Olette. So again, this will put the Panthers on the line. Nicole DeSuze taking the shots for the Panthers. And just missed on the first one. Grizzlies want to make sure to box out, get control, see if we can get the last shot here. Nicole takes a shot. Again, just wide, but unfortunately the Panthers got the rebound, fortunately for the Grizzlies. Around the perimeter, some fast passes by Nashua, and they were able to hit the open person down low. So that puts them up by 12 again. Reese Still with the ball. She's working her way in, does the layup. This off, Reese got her own rebound. Okay, foul on the Panthers. Fortunately, this won't. Yep, this will put Reese on the line because it's the 5th foul. Reese here has an opportunity to close the gap here and just missed on the first one. Gabby Millis comes in for Riley Cox. Reese Still, the other free throw, and she hit that one. 18-7, Panthers ahead. Panthers are looking to bring down the last shot. 20 seconds, long three by Nicole. Off, once again, the Panthers keep getting the rebounds here. And again underneath, there we go. Still comes down with it. We got about 8 seconds. Still puts one up off the glass. Bissett takes the long shot. Just missed. So South 18, Grizzlies 7, end of the first quarter. So certainly the Grizzlies got to get this more together here offensively. As I said, what you're seeing is the Panthers just capitalizing on their opportunities. And unfortunately, the Grizzlies aren't doing the same thing. Coming up a little short offensively. And we're getting beat underneath now with the rebounds. So the Grizzlies have to do a better job of boxing out. And we got to do what we were doing earlier in the quarter, where we were keeping the Panthers more to the outside. So that's going to be the thing that I think the Grizzlies are going to need to do. And Rob, wherever you are down in Florida, give me a call once in a while. But anyway, it would be good to see if you were here so you can share some of your wisdom with us. But leaving me floating all by myself. So we know our my former colleague Rob Foreman was down watching. He's still a active Grizzly fan. So here we go, the beginning of the second quarter. So we have Taylor Johnson, Mia Bissett, Jenna Shannon, Reese Still and Gabby Millis will be the starters of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. South made a pass that went just wide, picked up by Taylor. Johnson, Panthers work it in underneath. Again, the Grizzlies are doing a good job. Keeper boxed out. Oh, Nicole DeSuze, though, came in and aggressively took that right to the basket. So Mia with the ball. Looks like she tried to do a little too much, so that ball hit away. So the Panthers got a steal and another layup. The set over to Johnson. Johnson now with the ball. Taylor, slightly overshot Mia Bissett with the pass. So that's going to count as basically a takeaway. Okay. So Riley Cox is back in there for the Grizzlies. So the Panthers with the ball, working it down. Taylor Johnson keeping it outside. Back court, they're going to call Taylor. Oh, I didn't see that was. It's a foul, but I don't know. I think she went back court before the push came. But anyhow, the Panthers. Sophie McDonald about to make her varsity debut here. So Sophie's going to come in, and she'll take Taylor Johnson's place. Sophie is a very aggressive point guard, good passer. Played JV last year, sophomore. Riley Cox. Cox with the ball now for the Grizzlies, working her way down. It's going to be a foul here on Nashua. A little too aggressive. Push to the outside. Again, the Grizzlies got to slow it down a little bit. See if we can get something going offensively. Bissett to inbound it. Bissett looks. Tries to field. Sophie McDonald kind of overshot her a little bit. Was a tip. So I think, nope, the Grizzlies aren't going to maintain possession on this. Nope. I think it went off Sophie. Just went off her fingertips. Panthers will inbound this. Panthers are working it down here. Sophie McDonald kind of all over, keeping her to the outside. Oop, Panthers just made it across center court. Nice block by Mia Bissett. She is double teamed down low, but a little too aggressively by, these refs aren't letting anything go, that's for sure. I think that was a little bit of a fussy penalty for them too, if I were a Panther fan, quite honestly. Bissett to inbound this over to Riley Cox. Cox surveys, back to Bissett. Oh. No. Oh. Backcourt violation. Same play that took place on our end a few minutes ago. And they called us for a foul. So the officiating here is a little bit suspect maybe. But anyway, Riley Cox comes down with a rebound from the Panthers shot. Riley's going to take it right in. Oh, tries to feed Reese Still to the outside. Great pass by Riley. She had the right idea. I don't think Reese was ready for that pass, though. So that just went out of bounds. So that'll be like another turnover for the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, we've had a few now. Panthers now working it way inside. But now the Panthers have now turned it over because of the backcourt violation. So this will be a turnover back to the Grizzlies. Okay, so who's going to inbound it? Mia Bissett's going to be inbounding this for the Grizzlies. She's looking around. Ooh, tried to feed Reese Still, but unfortunately that was really telegraphed. Panthers missed the layup. Now to the outside, and that's out of bounds, but went off Jenna Shannon. So Panthers will maintain control here. Panthers working it in. Jocelyn O'Meara about to come back into the game. Riley Cox with the ball, comes down with it. Feeds Sophie McDonald. That's taken away by the Panthers. Panthers again down low. Riley Cox with the rebound. She came down. They're going to call jump ball on that. So Jocelyn O'Meara is coming in for Sophie McDonald. So the Grizzlies are going to inbound this here. Mia Bissett to inbound it. Mia surveying over to Riley Cox in the corner. Riley gets the ball over to Jenna Shannon. Jenna, tried to go back to Riley, but unfortunately it was intercepted. I will say that the Panthers are playing smothering defense, and the Grizzlies just cannot seem to get through it. Once again, the Panthers are pressing. Jenna Shannon tried to inbound this. And I, quite frankly, don't know what's happening right now. Oh, timeout. Okay. So Grizzlies are taking a timeout here, and they need to. Basically, we have not scored in the second quarter. So the score is 24-7. Defensively, the Panthers have really shut the lid on the Grizzlies, and it's been suffocating defensively. We've been really unable to get it out of our own zone. Even when we've had some success getting it out of the zone, a little bit of some sloppiness and some of the passes going out of bounds. So we're basically turning the ball over back to the Panthers, and it's starting to reflect on the scoreboard because now obviously the gap is widening. So 24-7. Grizzlies aren't out of it by any means, but they have to really start turning around this the tide here. Here we go, coming out of the timeout. Again, Mia Bissett, Jenna Shannon, Riley Cox, Jocelyn O'Meara, and Reese Still are going to be your Grizzlies. Mia Bissett's going to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Feeds Reese Still at center court. Reese working it over the line. And again, she's just smothered by three Panthers. So the Panthers get the turnover and just go down and get a layup. So now it puts them ahead by more. Riley Cox with the ball now. Working her way down the side. Feeds Jocelyn O'Meara. Over to Jenna Shannon to Bissett. Underneath for Still. Still put one up. O'Meara aggressively goes in for the rebound and got it. So this will remain Grizzly possession. That's a jump ball. So Bissett's going to inbound this. Alexa Olette's coming back in for Riley Cox. Riley looks like she might have an injury to her hand. Let's hope not, because she's been playing well for the Grizzlies. Oh, nice interception by Alexa Olette. She's kind of coming in alone. She holds it up. Back out to Still. Still feeds Jenna Shannon down low in the corner of the arc. Shot by Alexis. Went off the sideboards. Panthers with the possession now. Nicole DeSuze works it in, works it down low. Again, the outside. Take a long three. That almost went in. So it hit the wire. So this will count basically as a turnover. Panthers again making some wholesale changes. Bissett to inbound it for the Grizzlies. Bissett throws it. I don't quite know. She threw it to center, and unfortunately it was basically intercepted by the Panthers. Nicole DeSuze with the ball. Nicole makes a good move on Jenna Shannon, but Jenna did good keeping her to the outside. Rebound, went off the rim, out of bounds, so this will be Grizzly ball. But it's only because the Panthers couldn't get their own rebound, not because we were there to get the rebound. So a little worried about that. Jenna Shannon went into Olette, back to Jenna. Jenna's pulls up on the three. Good three-pointer off the rim, unfortunately. There's a steal there by Alexis Olette. Out to Jenna, to Reese. Reese put one up. Again, just wide. We're just having a hard time sinking any baskets. So Again, we're into the second quarter, more than halfway. We have not had a point yet. Taylor Johnson's coming back into the game. She's going to go in for Alexia Olette. Alexia had good hustle there. Taylor's going to get back in there. Again, Nicole DeSuze coming down with the ball. She's the point guard and the sort of quarterback for the Panthers. Panthers again, the outside, pulls up, takes a good shot, just missed. Panthers again, very aggressive in that they just seem to want the ball more right now, more than the Grizzlies do. Panthers coming up with all the rebounds, loose balls. They seem to be getting it. Again, the Panthers doing a good job. And shoot a nice long three. 29-7. So this really puts the Grizzlies in a hole here, down 22. Taylor Johnson working her way down the court to Reese Still. Still over to Jenna Shannon. Over to Mia Bissett. Bissett trying to work it in. Engulfed by two Panthers. And there's going to be a call here on the Panthers. So that'll be that's her third and the third team foul. So Bissett again, the inbound this for the Grizzlies. Addison Burden there with her third foul, so that means Nashua coach replaced her. Still to Jenna Shannon. Jenna over to Taylor Johnson. Taylor looking to work it in. She's going to go to the outside to Jenna Shannon. Jenna goes to work it in, and unfortunately they're going to count that as a travel. Jocelyn's being replaced by Catherine. Catherine Jones is back out there. Oh, nice interception by Taylor, but again, the Panthers. Now Catherine comes up with the ball for the Grizzlies. Very sloppy, both teams. Still with the ball. Unfortunately, another turnover, though. Nicole DeSuze is going to have an easy layup here. Jenna Shannon. Shannon goes to inbound it. Out to Reese Still. And that ball, I think, went off a Panther. Nope. Guess it went out on the Grizzlies first. So the Panthers inbound this. Panthers with the ball. And now they're going to get another foul here on the Grizzlies. That'll be on Jenna Shannon. So I think a little bit of frustration is starting to kick in for the Grizzlies. So 2 shots for Maggie Gallagher. Hit the first one, so she'll get her second opportunity to increase the Panther lead. Second shot does go in. So Bissett here to inbound it for the Grizzlies. Over to Still. Still to Jenna. Call travel. So basically a travel at this point just counts as another turnover. So Nashua South. South coming in, working away in the ball. To the outside, another long three. And the rebound is picked up by Still. Still to Jenna Shannon. Jenna feeds out to Taylor Johnson with it. Oh, tries to feed Reese. It went off Reese. Bissett kept it in. Back out to Taylor. Taylor took a long shot that did everything but go in. But the Panthers, again, come down with the rebound. Panthers playing well now. They just, and just as I said that, of course, the Grizzlies go in there aggressively. Taylor Johnson fighting for this rebound. Catherine Jones comes over the top, pulls it down. Bissett over to Still. Going to be a foul here on the South. That's the 4th foul. So Bissett here to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Only a minute to go in the second quarter. Reese still with it. Catherine Jones. Catherine to Jenna. Jenna Shannon. Jenna out to Still. Over to Taylor Johnson. Takes a long three that just went wide. Jenna now with her third foul. So that's going to bring Gabby Millis back in for the Grizzlies. Nashua South. Aggressive play by Taylor here, Taylor Johnson. I tell you, looking for bright spots in the game. I think Taylor Johnson has played very well. I think Riley Cox has played very well for the Grizzlies today. Again, Nashua South here with the ball. They work it in underneath and get another bucket. Bissett here to inbound it again. We're down at about 30 seconds. Gabby feeds Johnson down low and ran into a Panther player. It went off the Panther player to out of bounds. So Grizzlies will have possession. Mia Bissett to inbound this to Taylor. Or no, yeah, to Gabby, sorry. Over to Reese Still. Still with the ball. Reese underneath the basket, puts one up, just missed. Came down with her own rebound. Out to Gabby. Gabby Millis over to Still. Still took a shot from the outside, just went wide off the rim. Panthers feed down low. Now a long three at the buzzer and just wide. So unfortunately, this is not looking for your Lady Grizzlies. 35-7, not looking too good. That was a bit of a disastrous quarter. So some turnovers occurred there. Basically sloppy play. It's hard to be optimistic right now about this. It's early in the season, but it is early in the season for both teams, so that's the one thing we got to keep in mind. Unfortunately, the Grizzlies seem to be offensively not really doing much of anything. I mean, that's true in the scoreboard. 7 points, which were all occurred in the first quarter, to be honest with you, early in the first quarter. So it's been quite a while since the Grizzlies have been able to get any points here, where the Panthers seem to have a little bit of a slow start, if you can call it that, only the first 3 or 4 minutes. After that, the Panthers seem to find their rhythm. They hit a couple long threes, which forced the Grizzlies to come out, which opened up under the paint, and now the Panthers are just really taking advantage of it. And unfortunately, the Grizzlies have been committing really a ton of turnovers in this game. That's one of the stories of the game. So we're going to take a little pause here for halftime. So we'll be back with more Grizzly action. Thank you.
My name is Jennifer Pappas, and I am the PEG Access Coordinator at GTV. GTV is the local television station for Goffstown. It's a place where Goffstown residents can express themselves freely.
GTV is a resource for the town of Goffstown to cover its most important events.
We benefit the town by keeping them well informed on the local happenings in the area, live streaming the town meetings, and all the sports coverage that we offer on a daily basis. Goffstown residents also have access to our studio and equipment that they're also able to reserve to create their own shows.
GTV is here to support the town in covering the things the town finds most important.
I like when I can interact with people in the town and show them what we can do for them and getting back the feedback that it mattered to them.
The three parts of Goffstown TV are government, education, and community.
If you would like to learn more, email us at goffstowntv@goffstownnh.gov.
So Harold came to me about 4 years ago as a rescue dog, and I was looking for a dog that was hypoallergenic to have at school and one that would be a nice fit, was friendly and loved people, and would work well in the school environment. Some kids are a little hesitant, and we always let them keep their distance, and usually over time they become a lot more comfortable around him and want to be up close and petting him as well. Some kids are very excited from the very first moment they meet him and are always looking for him and an opportunity to get up close. He's had a very positive impact. Most families, parents, siblings, everybody's happy to see him. For certain children, he has an even more important impact where he's been able to be there and help them through some very tough moments and help them regroup and get back to learning as quickly as possible. We even had a student who got his wheelchair, his very first wheelchair, and it was fitted for him with his parent here at Glen Lake School one day, and Harold got to be there with him while he was getting his first wheelchair, and it was just a really nice moment with lots of support from the kids and from Harold. We were leaving one day and he had caught sight of a gopher on our property here at school, and he ran after that gopher, had his head under the storage trailer out back and his back feet up off the ground in his wheelchair trying to wedge himself under there to catch the gopher. I caught him before he caught the gopher. I would say Thanksgiving, because that's the one that we host the most people and dogs and everybody at our house.
Grizzly basketball.
Welcome back, Grizzly fans, and we're here live from the Grizzly Den where the Lady Grizzlies will be coming out for second half action here. Score, as you can see down low, 35-7, and yes, it's just as ugly as it looks. Unfortunately, Grizzlies have been having a tough night, to say the least. So we'll see what kind of words of inspiration they got in the locker room. And we're going to come out for second half action here. And obviously against Nashua South here, the Purple Panthers. So we're going to see how this goes. I think at this point what we need to have happen is a little bit more, at least have a little bit of a good showing, or try to see if we can get something going, and probably be looking at the next game down. It's going to be very hard to make up a 28-point deficit here. So can't see it happening, obviously, with the Panthers playing the way they are. They have been dominating really on both ends. So the Grizzlies are going to try to salvage some little bit of pride here in this game. And so the starters here in the second half are going to be Jenna Shannon, Mia Bissett, Taylor Johnson, Jocelyn O'Meara, and Reese Still. So those will be your starters here for the second half. Grizzlies should get possession here to start the game, I think, or start the half, rather. And they are. So Bissett here is to inbound it for the Grizzlies. So here we go. Going left to right. Jenna Shannon. Shannon to Reese Still. Still turns it around, and Jocelyn zigged when Reese thought she was going to zag. So this is going to be basically, unfortunately, another turnover for the Grizzlies. So the turnover count, normally I would have my buddy Rob keeping track of that, but and once again the Grizzlies steal it but turn it right back over to the Panthers, not wanting to take advantage of them. So another turnover. I can't even imagine what the turnover ratio is here. It's a lot. Panthers with the ball, working it down. Jenna Shannon trying to press, loses control. Jenna dives for the ball down low. So this will be a jump ball, but South maintains possession. So some hustle there from Jenna Shannon. Over to goes to Nicole DeSouza. DeSouza pulls up, pulls off a two, Still with the rebound here, defensive rebound, but again the Panthers pressing. And the Panthers grab the ball back to Nicole. Nicole puts it up, just missed, but she's going to go to the line because it's a penalty or a foul on Taylor Johnson. I think Taylor's played well today. Riley Cox to get back into the game here. And she's going to replace Taylor Johnson. So Riley's back in there. So Nicole going to take the second shot here and put that one in. So that puts them up, the Nashua South up by 30. Okay, Bissett to Jenna Shannon. Shannon over to Still. Still kind of stuck. Feeds Riley Cox. Cox is going to go in with it. Feeds Bissett on the outside. Again, Riley Cox. She's got some hustle. She's making things happen. Went to Jenna Shannon, but Nicole DeSouza got a little aggressive with her and knocked her down. So that's going to be her first personal foul of the game. And this will be a Grizzly ball here. Mia Bissett to inbound this. So Brissett to inbound it to Jenna Shannon. Into Still to Riley Cox. Hit away from Riley. Riley got it back though, into Brissett. Out to Jenna Shannon, and that just went off the rim, but Still came down with the rebound. Riley takes a long shot. Again, that's just a little to the outside. O'Meara fighting for a rebound. Jump ball here. This should be Grizzly ball. So Brissett going to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Mia surveys, looks around, feeds Jocelyn down low. Jocelyn put one up. There's the first bucket in quite a while. Nashua South to call timeout here. And again, we got to take the wins where we get them. Jocelyn, good hustle down low and put a bucket up. And, you know, it's the first basket we got in a while, so we have to celebrate these small victories. Jocelyn O'Meara as a whole has played very well tonight, playing very well down low. I like the energy from Riley Cox tonight too. So she's played well for the Grizzlies. So trying to take some positives out. Still 37-9. So we have to cut back again on the turnovers. If I'd like to see anything happen in the next half, is cut back on the turnovers and see if we can get something going offensively here where we can maintain a little bit of consistency. Again, I don't expect to make up this deficit, but at least if we can make it a little closer and show that Grizzly pride. And here we go. So Grizzlies here are going to get the ball. So Riley Cox out there. Brissett is going to be the one inbounding this. Nope. I guess it's going to be South ball. Oh, that's right. South called the timeout. I thought we did. Sorry about that, Grizzly fans. Okay. Nicole DeSuze inbounds this. So Nashua South working it down. Again, Riley Cox doing a good job keeping it down there. That's all right. Okay, the officiating is really nitpicky here. I don't see that as a foul on Riley, but okay, whatever. Don't have the energy to argue it. South, Nicole DeSuze in there down low. South to the outside. McGuire takes a long shot off the rim. Oh, we've got to tighten up on those rebounds. South gets their own rebound, so that will allow more possession and another opportunity for them to put it up. Nicole DeSuze long outside. That's over everything. Jenna Shannon with the ball. Out of bounds, but unfortunately it touched Jenna last, so the Nashua South will maintain control. So McGuire to inbound this for Nashua South. Looking around. Throws it up. That should be. Riley's going to get a foul here. It's going to be her third, I think. Third personal. So that's going to bring in Alexa Olette. So Olette's out there. Again, the Purple Panthers working it in around Jenna Shannon. Oh, they're calling Nicole DeSuze for a travel. That's rare that she does that. Very solid player, that DeSuze for Nashua. She doesn't have the size, but she certainly has the speed, and she's a very skilled player. Jocelyn O'Meara hits it down. Good play. Okay, so there'll be a foul here on Nashua South. 12, so that's going to be on Nietzan. Brissett here to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Brissett looking around to O'Meara down low, and O'Meara with another bucket. 4 points this quarter, all O'Meara. So they've outscored what they did in the second, that's for sure. South working it in, hit away from Nicole by Reese Still. Nicole, though, still maintains control of the ball, works it in. That's hit away. Again, the Panthers keep coming down with their own rebounds. And Brissett fighting for it, going to be a jump ball here. It'll probably be South. So there'll be some wholesale changes for South. I think Catherine Jones is coming in for Jocelyn O'Meara. So McGuire's going to inbound this for the Panthers. O'Meara looks around, feeds Nicole DeSuze. Catherine Jones on her. Definitely a height differential. Okay, so keeping Panthers to the outside. At this point, it favors them, though. They're just, you know, going to try to burn some time here. Panthers try to work it in down low. Did get it down there and put up a basket. Maggie Gallagher put it up. It went in, but she went down hard. And she unfortunately hurt herself. She hit her knee. So we're going to take a quick time out here for her. Hit her knee. Okay, so we're looking at her. She came down pretty hard, but right now you got to like O'Meara's hustle underneath. A couple times down in the paint, she was being challenged. 2 or 3 Panthers there, but she was able to take the ball away. So put up the basket. So you'd like to see a little bit more of that for the Grizzlies. Again, we got to cut back on the turnovers. We got to be a little bit more aggressive for getting the rebound. That's basically what has to happen. Right now, long time out. One of the Panther players, I didn't catch the number. I don't know if it was Maggie Gallagher. But seems to be some distress with that left leg, left knee, somewhere in the knee, way down. And she's going to be probably trying to get up. And yeah, it was Maggie Gallagher, and she is getting up with some definite assistance, and she does not want to put any weight on that left leg. So we'll wish the best for Gallagher, but she's in a great deal of discomfort trying to get off the court. So definitely not wanting to put that leg down at all. So I don't think there was any foul called on the play. So maintaining possession might still be the Panthers. Let's see what happens. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Grizzly ball. So Mia Brissett to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Panthers back out. Jenna Shannon here works it over mid-court. Jenna looking. Oop, glad she didn't travel there. Oh, feeds still. Back to Jenna. Jenna goes in, tries to put up the layup just off the rim. Nicole DeSuze, though, comes down with the rebound. Again, the Grizzlies have to get these rebounds. McGuire shoots from the outside. Another rebound, wide open. Still got that over to Jenna. Jenna Shannon back to Still, but Still wasn't looking. Nicole almost got the steal. And South gets the ball, and that's just good hustle from South. And, you know, they got the points because they wanted it more. Reese had the ball here and just wasn't paying attention to what was going on behind her. Jenna Shannon takes a long shot. Again, that's off the back rim. Oh, Catherine Jones is going to get the foul there. That'll be her first. So still a little bit of some sloppy play here from the Grizzlies. Nicole DeSuze feeds on the outside. Panthers go to put it up. Still, me and Still playing pretty aggressive out there, but unfortunately, the ball's just not bouncing for the Grizzlies. So the Panthers are going to inbound this. Panthers commit a rare turnover. Brissett here with the ball. Brissett underneath, kicks it out to Jenna. Jenna Shannon back into Catherine Jones, but fighting with Challenger for that, and it's going to be a jump ball. So South is going to maintain possession here. There we go. Oh, Catherine Jones is coming out. Not quite sure why, because she was playing well. Maddie Giordano goes in. So, again, Nashua South coming down. Long three off the rim. But again, they get their own rebound. And another long three taken by, it's number 4. So Addie Borden and hit the three. So 44-11. And Jenna Shannon gets one down low. Reese still fed her down low. Jenna drove to the basket. Made a good shot there underneath. So this one off the Panthers, so your Grizzlies will inbound it. Brissett to Jenna. Jenna Shannon. Shannon with the ball. Still. Okay. Foul. South. It's 4 fouls aside. Okay. So here we go. Maddie's going to inbound this. Maddie Giordano. Out to Still. Still deep here. She could dribble that in, but she didn't. Went to Alexa Olette. Alexa with it. Tries to get some penetration. Can't do it. To Jenna Shannon. Back to Olette on the outside. Olette with the long three just off the rim. South came down with the rebound, but then threw it away. They threw it out of bounds, so it's nice to see them committing some turnovers now. But of course, they have plenty of wiggle room. So here comes Jenna, working her way over midcourt. Jenna, oh, I don't know what happened there. Jenna just threw it away to South Nashua. Nashua with the ball again. Oop, and they threw it away out of bounds. So again, sloppy play. And now Sophie McDonald working her way back in along with Jocelyn O'Meara. Like to see Jocelyn back. Sophie McDonald and Jocelyn. Jocelyn to inbound this over to Jenna Shannon. Jenna surveying, looking around. Feeding Sophie. McDonald. McDonald now with the ball. So a little bit of dribbling back to Jenna Shannon. Oh. It went over to Maddie. Maddie just missed hitting Reese with a pass. Intercepted by South Nashua. Jenna Shannon to Still. Still tries to work it in down low. Puts one up off the rim. But again, South comes down with the rebound and wide open shot and an easy layup. Sophie McDonald inbounds it. Jenna. Jenna to Still. Out to Shannon. Shannon takes a long three and hit that. That was a nice shot by Jenna Shannon. Riley Cox is going to get back in the game. She'll turn the whole thing around. Sophie McDonald gets a steal. Oh. Oh, the travel violation. I didn't see that. So Riley Cox here to inbound. Nope. South inbound this. South inbounding this on the Grizzlies. Gabby Millis to work her way back into. So the Panthers here, keeping it to the outside. Try to go in. Aggressive play by Sophie McDonald. But unfortunately, the Panthers pick it up again. Long three taken, and the rebound out of bounds. So but Grizzly will maintain control. So Maddie Giordano comes out, and Gabby Gillis goes in. Again, South maintaining control. They're just looking to kill off the quarter. 36 seconds left to go. Oh, Riley Cox had the ball, tried to feed Sophie McDonald. She had the right idea, but it was a little too low. So that's another turnover by the Grizzlies. Nashua South to inbound this. Nashua wants, Grizzlies want to keep him to the outside. Nashua's trying to work it in. Again, good. Gabby's keeping him to the outside. Oh, they worked it in nice and right around Jocelyn O'Meara and was able to put up a layup. Riley Cox with the ball now. 9 seconds to go. Reese Still's got to put it up. Nope. Instead it's a turnover. 3 seconds. I don't know if they're good at the shot off. They did. And they got their own rebound in the second shot. Again, a lot of turnovers. Okay, so there's been a lot of turnovers. So anyway, it's painful. The score that's on the TV is slightly off. It is 50-16, Nashua South. So basically, though, still a lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy plays. However, we did get more points in the third quarter than we did going into the fourth quarter. So you could take that one positive out of it. But obviously, Nashua South is playing much more impressive. It's early in the season for them, too. There has been some sloppy play both sides. I think more consistent. The sloppiness has been on behalf of the Grizzlies. So we definitely have to shape that up. So coach is talking to him now about trying to do a better job of maintaining some possession. And we're going to start the fourth quarter now. So we'll see. We got to look at taking some positives out of this. So that's really what has to happen here is take some positives. Nashua South really to inbound this. And I don't know if the problem here, maybe with the clock or... Okay, problem with the scorer's table. So I think they're talking about when running time happens. When one team takes a 35-point lead or more into the fourth quarter, they will mercifully play with running time, which means the clock will not be stopped. And try to get through the nightmare a little quicker, if you will, Grizzly fans. Okay, so Nashua South had a couple opportunities there, hit out of bounds. So went off Taylor Johnson, I guess, last. So once again, the Panthers maintain possession. Throw it underneath. And now they're going to call that for a jump ball. So this will be Grizzly possession. So Riley Cox to inbound this. Riley feeds it right to Taylor Johnson. Taylor working her way down the court. Out to Reese Still. Still looks around. Has a couple Panthers on her. Reese trying to work it down herself. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson steps in and buries one. That's a nice shot by Johnson. I like that. She had the chance to move in. She moved in a little bit. Nice dribble by South Nashua. Reese Still here gets a steal. She's coming in for the layup. Kind of slows it down a little bit, but that still put it up. Very nice shot by Still. Liked it. Okay, so the Panthers now get the ball. They're working it down the court. Panthers being kept outside by Gabby and Riley. Riley gets a nice steal here. Riley works it down. She throws up a layup. Still right underneath to get that rebound. Still buries another one. Okay, Reese is starting to turn it on. So 22-50. Oh, Panthers working it in underneath. Well, here we go. Gabby stole the ball. Gabby Millis feeds Taylor Johnson. Taylor down low. Going to be a jump ball here. Whose possession is this going to be? Okay, this is going to be South possession. Well, a little bit of life here with the Grizzlies. Again, I'm not convinced they're going to come back. And obviously, South took out the majority of their starters. Nicole DeSouza is not out there. So the Grizzlies have been able to put up a couple of points, but you got to like the hustle a little bit. South again with the ball. They seem to get every possession, though. It's getting ridiculous. So Panthers working their way in. They try to work underneath, kick one to the outside, take a long three. That went behind the rim. Another outside shot, outside three, taken by number 11. That's Emily Smith. Emily had made a nice shot there and got it. Still underneath, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Riley Cox. Riley taking a long three off the rim there. O'Meara then with the rebound to still underneath. Tries the sky hook, just missed. O'Meara another rebound. O'Meara's gotten a couple of rebounds now. And Taylor with the steal, tries to put one up, went just underneath. So here we go with the Panthers working it back down and a little too far, so that went out of bounds. So Jenna Shannon's coming back in for Riley Cox, and looks like Jocelyn O'Meara, nope, Taylor Johnson's coming out, and Jenna Shannon is back in. So Jenna's back in. And whistle for something. Oh, I think Jocelyn O'Meara has a cut, and she is bleeding a little bit on her hand. Can't have blood on the court. So Catherine Jones is going in for O'Meara. It probably was just, she's not even sure where it came from. It's probably fighting for the rebound underneath like she always does, and somebody's fingernail maybe scratched her. Anyway, still with the ball. Still came down with the rebound after the Alexa shot. Reese over to Alexa Ouellette. Ouellette works it in. Oh, nice layup. Oh, that almost went in. Jones comes down with the rebound. Jones put one up and got it. 24-52. At least the Grizzlies are starting to make it look a little bit more respectable. Nashua South working it around the perimeter, the outside. Tries to throw one up, but again, South comes down with it. Oh, Gabby Millis with the steal. And, oh, the ball's loose. And there's a big tangle on the floor, but somehow the Panthers come up with it. Panthers work it way down. Again, Gabby in there. So, South taking a timeout here. A little more hustle this time. I think you're seeing the players who don't get an opportunity to play as much, you know, kind of turning it up here. I think to a certain degree showing up some of the Grizzly starters, because some of these players coming in getting a little extra time here are actually playing with a little bit more hustle, a little bit more heart. So 24-52, obviously a long way to go, 28 points. We're here, you know, middle of the fourth quarter. But again, what we're looking for is some optimistic stuff, some positives that we can take out of this game into our next game. A little unorganized. I don't have the schedule right in front of me to tell you when the next game is. So we'll have to keep you posted on that. Again, I hope to have some more coordination here with having a co-host with me, which will make things easier. But again, appreciation and a lot of thanks go out to the GTV crew who are working in the studio to bring you this live action. I invite everybody to come down to a Grizzly game every now and then, kind of root on the team. Like root for the girls. Boys action too, and I believe there's going to be some boys action takes place next week here. So again, South Panthers here have the ball. Nashua South, and they're keeping it out to the perimeter. And the Panthers are still maintaining control. Alexa Ouellette, though, a little too aggressive, so she'll be called a foul for that. So Panthers are going to inbound this long pass here to the outside. And the Grizzlies okay, oh. Ball went off a Panther, so the Grizzlies will get control of this. They inbound it. Jenna to Jones. Over to Alexa. Alexa, oh. Oh, okay. So the Grizzlies will call timeout. They had to do that because Alexa was on the floor with the ball, so there would have been a travel or it would have been a turnover for the Grizzlies. They patched up, it looks like from here, I can see they patched up Jocelyn O'Meara. So she had a little scratch on her left hand. Again, probably took place underneath. So still 24-52. We're under 4 minutes to go in the game. So we got Jones, Still, Olette, Gabby Millis, and Jenna Shannon are your players here for the Grizzlies. Nashua South to come back out. Gabby Millis to inbound this for the Grizzlies. Gabby's looking around, feeds Jenna Shannon from three-point land. Jenna tries to put one up just off the rim. Panthers come down with the rebound like they've been apt to do for a good part of the game. Panthers here, pass it to the outside. Kylie Gay is a good dribbler for the Panthers. Alexa to inbound this to Jenna Shannon. Now Jenna working it way down the court, over the half court. She feeds Still up top. Still fake to Jenna, but turned around and went in with it herself. Threw one up, and that almost went in. And Still has had the hot hand this quarter. She's put a few up. Panthers with the ball. Again, that Gay with the ball. She did a good job. Panthers down low. Now up high to Gay. Takes a long three-pointer, and she hit that. That was a nice shot by Kylie Gay. So Riley Cox working her way back into the game along with Taylor Johnson. Long shot by Alexa, just kept wide. Panthers with the ball, work it way down the court. Keep it to the outside. So we're gonna have some wholesale changes for the Grizzlies. All right. Here we go down low. Panthers with the ball. Gay takes a long shot. Another three, just missed. Reese Still comes down with the rebound. Still, she's gonna go up. Oh, nice stop, and she just chucked it up. Put a nice layup in. Panthers again with the ball. They're working it down. Gonna try to do a layup underneath. Did a underneath sky hook. Kind of went off the rim. Ah, long shot outside. That was a long two. So again, that Amory Smith. So very excited over at the Nashua bench. So it's got to be some significance to that. Again, the Panthers with the ball, work it down. So 26-57, 31 points down here. Panthers with the ball still on them. Oh, nice steal by Alexa. Alexa now working it down. She feeds Still. Still gonna go in, make the nice layup. Just missed, but she drew the foul, so that'll be a shooting foul. We have 3 Grizzlies coming in. It's gonna be Mia Brissett, Shannon Taylor, and Riley Cox. Right after Still takes her first shot. Still one off the rim. Here we go, the subs coming in. So that brings Gabby and Jenna come off. And like I said, Shannon and Riley go in. Catherine Jones fighting for the rebound. Jump ball, South possession, and Still is now out of the game, so she's gonna go to the bench, and she probably won't be back in. So coach working in some of the other players. Ooh. Okay. So that foul's on Alexa. Riley's relieved. So Panthers to inbound this again. Panthers. Got Brissett on her as she works it in over the line. Panthers working it down low, and it went off a Panther, went off Gay. Well, I guess they're saying it went off Taylor Johnson. I thought it went off the Panther, but whatever. Okay, so the Panthers with the ball. We got now a minute 4 seconds to go in the game. Panthers working it on the perimeter. Gay takes a long three. Wow, and that almost went in. Gabby sends it over to Johnson. Oh, Johnson is stuffed, but that's going to be a foul on the Panthers. So that'll put Taylor Johnson to the line here for the Grizzlies. 57-26. Here we go. Taylor. Just off the rim. Sophie's coming in for Alexa. So Sophie McDonald back into the game. And Taylor Johnson makes the second shot. And that kind of missed everything, and I don't know what they just called. I think there was a shooting violation. Okay, so the Panthers to inbound this. And they coughed it up. So sloppy play for them. So this will be a Grizzly possession now. Brissett's about to inbound this. Brissett. Riley Cox. Oh, Riley had to jump up for it. And Grizzlies call another timeout to kind of save on that because it would have been a travel. Riley had to dive for that to hang on to the ball. So 26-57. Again, 31-point deficit. And the Grizzly will maintain possession. About 30 seconds or so left to go in the game. Not a lot of positives to take out of this. We will have a little bit of a coach's corner, so we'll find out what the coach's thoughts are here of the game. And we will probably only have one rose of the game. I think I already know who I want to give that to, so Riley Cox will be sort of get an opportunity to have an interview done. So just to let you know, in the studio. So we'll have one interview, one rose of the game, and a little coach's corner if we can. I'd like to get the coach's input on this. And here we go. Taylor Johnson to inbound this. Taylor to Sophie McDonald. Sophie out to Brissett. Kind of a fumble there. Sophie got the ball back to feed Jones down low and just missed on that. However, she drew a foul, so that'll put Jones on the line. 31.8 seconds to go. Catherine Jones here, take the first foul shot. And just missed on that one. Catherine here is going to see if she can make the second shot pay off. Put it up and in. Yes, good shot by Catherine Jones. That puts the deficit at 30. 30 seconds to go. Ooh, South almost threw that out of bounds, but they kept it in. They're going to keep it in the perimeter now. If they're smart, they're just going to kill the clock, but they're going to take a long three, and she hit it. She hit it for them. So that's Carly. Brissett now with the ball underneath. She feeds Taylor Johnson over the other side. Taylor out to Sophie McDonald. Sophie with a long three just off the rim. And now it's out of bounds, but the clock is up. So mercifully, the game has ended. So Nashua South with a dominating performance, finishing with a score of 27-60. And we have run rows of the game. So what we'll do is I'll be back shortly. You'll be back. We'll be back shortly. We'll do an interview, one rose of the game, and the coach's corner. So, again, thanks for Grizzly fans, and we'll be back for an interview in just a moment. Good night. We might have to change the name of this segment. It's the rose between two thorns, but you're actually the rose stuck with a thorn with me. I'm here with Riley Cox, who we're giving the rose of the game today. Hard to take a lot out of this game, unfortunately. Wasn't a performance that we'd want to continue all year. But how did you feel going in? This is your first varsity game, so that was good.
Yeah, it was good. I felt very nervous, but I think once I got into the groove of things, it definitely, I was less nervous.
Okay. And what taking some positives out of the game, what did the coach tell you is some positives that we could take out of this game tonight?
I think as the quarters went on, we started to do a little better, and I think we did match the effort most of the time, I feel like. I just think they wanted it more, and I think the score doesn't really dictate how much effort and, I don't know, everything that we put into the game. I don't think we lost, really. It doesn't feel like we lost. It feels like we put up a good fight at the end of the game.
Yeah. Certainly towards the end, we played a little bit better. There was, I think, more of the effort showed up there. Again, the reason why you were picked as Rose of the Game is because I did feel the effort was there the whole time when you played, which is with that same tenacious attitude that you played with the JV too. I mean, did you bring that into this, or what were you looking at? I think we talked about it at the end of last year. I think we kind of knew that you were going to have a good shot to be varsity this year. So what was your thinking over the summer and as far as bringing into this season goes?
I really wanted to make varsity. I tried so hard. I showed up to everything. I also had AAU practice. I just put so much work into it, and I was ready. I was ready for tryouts. I was ready to make it.
So determination?
Yes,
Would you say
exactly.
was the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. So again, Riley, I think you played well. I think you made it look like that it wasn't a total waste in the game, so that was good. Again, Riley Cox, Rose of the Game. I don't expect this to be the last time she gets a rose. So we'll be right back with Coach Bracey for Coach's Corner.
All right.
Good job. Hello, Go Grizzly fans. I'm here with Coach Bracey. So anyway, tonight.
Yep. I mean, yeah.
What do we take as positives out of this? Let's try to be a little more optimistic.
I think we saw growth every quarter, right? I thought we got better as we went on. We were resilient. We didn't give up. I think that's what we got to build off of.
Okay.
I think defensively we started to look better in the second half, kind of completing as a team.
Yep.
Offensively, started to find a little bit of stuff, but we got to do better. We got to get downhill better. And then realistically, we got to be able to handle pressure on us because it's not going to go away.
Yeah, I mean, I think offensively, the second quarter really killed us.
Yeah.
Obviously no points. I was a little concerned, though, quite frankly, when I was talking during the game, a lot of turnovers again.
Yep, lots of turnovers, sloppy balls. I think decision-making too fast, right? We want to be able to play quick, but we can't play so fast that we don't know where the ball's going to go. So we got sped up beyond where we wanted to be.
That's what I was trying to think of. So I was trying to, from a coach's standpoint, how do you? Obviously the girls aren't intending to turn it over.
Right,
we don't want to.
Yep.
How do you coach for that? How can we kind of control that? Or
I think honestly, here's the thing about it. It's you've got to get yourself in pressure situations to do it. So you got to be able to have pressure in practice, and you got to have everybody on board with getting that amount of pressure. Because if you don't see it, right, if you're not feeling it, it's hard to practice it.
Right. That's what I was thinking. So, not a lot of positives to take. I did think, though, that we did get some good performances.
Yeah, from some
Riley,
younger players, yeah.
I gave rose to Riley. She was the only rose I gave, but I also thought Jocelyn O'Meara.
Yeah, she stepped up. Underneath. She stepped up big.
I think for rebounding, she looked good. Reese seemed a little off tonight with her shot until later in the fourth quarter.
And I told her that at the half that she needs to get deeper in the paint, right? She's beating her kids, and then she's pulling up. Go get a layup. You're going to get fouled. Got to get deeper.
Yep.
Right? Don't hesitate there. Get to the rim.
Yep. All right. Well, Coach, we got another game coming up.
It'll be Alvern on Tuesday.
Alvern Tuesday night. So we have a Tuesday night game. I thank you for doing this. Not always easy, especially when we don't do as well. So anyway, signing out. Coach, myself, have a good night.
Take care.
So long.